Why the Inhumans are my favourite comic book team. 2007 was my first introduction to comic books. The first comic book I ever read was The Inhumans. The first series I read was Silent War. I picked up late in the series, early April I think, and I obviously missed the first two issues at the time, which I eventually read. However, I didn't pick them up till a few years later. The series gave political issues, and as I was very young at that point, I quickly became fascinated by the issues the stories were posing and the lasting effect they could have had on the Marvel Universe. Before then, I wasn't very interested in superheroes and comics. I thought they were like Batman and Robin, which was the first superhero film I ever saw. So after that, I stayed away from anything with the superhero brand. But the Inhumans didn't seem like a typical superhero comic. They felt more interesting, more political, less about action, less about explosions. It felt more real. The comic faced real problems, didn't have, and didn't feel like a typical superhero style. No aliens attacking Earth. It felt like a real story with superheroes who felt like real people. And they didn't feel out of place like they would have somewhere else. I still like that comic to this day. I still love the Fantastic Four, the Inhumans. I, I don't even, in retrospect, think the story was great. But it was a superhero comic for people who didn't like superheroes. Now I love superheroes, the MCU, all because of this comic. The Silent War comic also set my favourite. Inhumans are my favourite comic book team. Fantastic Four I liked a lot because these teams are more about political issues and exploring, as shown in this comic. Black Bolt is one of my favourite characters of all time. He was the type of strong leader. The dependable one. He would fight for his people and not just sit back. Like Doctor Doom is a hero to his people, Black Bolt is a hero to the Inhumans. Medusa was a new character to me as well, because I grew up with James Bond and every single female character was just a sex appeal, and I hate that. I want a character with personality, and Medusa was that rare kind of female character that was just brilliant. Her powers, her personality, both incredible. Without this comic, without these amazing characters, I would not be who I am now. And since then, I've come so far with so much more knowledge thanks to the stories told from the Inhumans books. And I look forward to the series to deliver those stories to more people. Thank you.